Hey guys, Dino Gomez here, and in this video training today, we are going to be talking about the one major mistake coaches are making that are losing them clients. Let's get into it right now. Alright guys, so you're an online coach, service provider, something of that nature, and you're on Facebook, you're on social media, you probably use those platforms quite a bit to attract clients into your business. Now, I want to talk about the number one mistake I see coaches making that's actually costing them clients and new business on social media. And here's what it is, alright? So, oftentimes you'll see a coach or somebody that they'll just go ahead and they'll talk about something that's going on in their life. In particular, they'll be talking about how they had a rough day maybe, or how, it could be anything, how they lost a client, how they business isn't going so well, how they've gained weight, whatever it might be. They're kind of airing their dirty laundry, so to speak, on social media. And the thing is, as a coach, right, you are looked up to as a leader, and it's really important that you consistently have the persona and the reputation of being a leader. All right, your clients are looking up to you for mentorship, for leadership, and to grow their business. And what they don't want to see, what prospects don't want to see from you, is you playing the victim card. All right, and so everybody, regardless of who you are, right, has bad days, rough days. Business might be down for a moment. They could lose a client. There's all these different things that happen to all of us. But what we don't want to do is air our dirty laundry on Facebook. What we can do though is we do want to be authentic, right? We don't want to pretend like we're superhuman or anything that we're not. But there's a tasteful way to actually talk about yourself on social media. And so I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's hop into my computer right here. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a post that I left on Facebook where, again, I'm basically presenting myself as a normal person, right? But I'm also presenting myself as a leader. So again, you don't want to air your dirty laundry on social media. I see a lot of new coaches do this, and basically they just kind of want pity points, so to speak. And their post might get a ton of engagement. People might be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you're having a horrible day, or wishing you well, or hope you're doing good, my friend. And just because the post gets a lot of engagement doesn't mean it's actually convincing people to become a buyer from you, right? To become an actual client. It's actually doing the inverse. It's doing the opposite of that. And so let me show you a way for which you can talk about difficulties and problems that you've had in your business or in life, and actually turn that into a story where all of a sudden it becomes an inspiring piece of content, and people are like, wow, I want to hire that person as a coach because they know, they've been in my shoes before. They've overcome certain obstacles that I'm facing right now, so I'm going to hire them as a coach. That's what we really want to do. So I posted this in the ClickFunnels Facebook group here, and you can see this particular post, 648 likes, 265 comments. All right, and so this post went super well. I had dozens and dozens and dozens of friend requests after this post. People, going like, who is this Dino guy? I want to learn more from him and stuff. And so here's the way I started this post, guys. It says, I had just lost a huge client and was given 30 days notice. All right, and so this story took place about 7 years before, when I was young, when I was 23 years old, and I just started digital marketing. I talked about how I lost my biggest client, how I lost basically all my income with that client. But again, I wasn't just posting, hey, I lost a client, please help me, give me some pity points. I wasn't posting that. What I said is I had lost a huge client, was given 30 days notice. I talked about how I was nervous and anxious. At the same time, I wasn't sure how I was going to pay rent, and that I had a few options of what I could do. All right, so I lost a client. Here are my options. I could grab a beer, sit on the couch, and numb the pain, or I could desperately try an outreach campaign. Or number 3, I could help as many people for free and try to attract a client from the value provided up front. All right, and so I continue on with the story. I needed a reset. So I went to the gym like a madman, threw weights around like never before, said affirmations to myself the entire time, my favorite jams ringing in my earbuds. I smiled and made conversations with a few strangers, acted as if all was good, kept my energy and positivity on point. I winked at the front desk receptionist on my way out of the gym, right? My endorphins were high, and I had reset my vibe for the good. All right, and so then I go on to talk about how I got home. I made myself a protein shake, took a shower, and I was all of a sudden now I was calm and mindful. And it was at 8 p.m. that I opened my laptop, and I went onto social media, and I helped as many people for free as possible. All right, and a few hours later, all of a sudden, I received a PM private message from a business owner, and he owned a 6-location gym franchise. He said he was really impressed with the free value and the responses I was giving to people's questions in these other Facebook groups. And so he said he wanted me to do their marketing for his 6 gyms. So I hopped on a Skype call with him at that moment, and 22 minutes later, this gym owner of 6 gyms had wired me $2,500 for the first month's payment. All right, and so it was in that moment that I realized a few things. A step backwards can position you for a leap forwards. Clients are everywhere when you have an abundance mindset. Give first and receive later. Trust yourself and manage your emotions. Tough situations only have to be temporary. All right, so that's what I wrote, right? So basically it's a story of triumph. I'm saying, hey, I was put in a tough situation. My client gave me 30 days notice, my biggest client, because they were moving their marketing in-house, and so they wanted it to be controlled inside their agency, and that's the only reason they were getting rid of us. And then I was like, that's a tough situation, but I wasn't asking for pity points. I said, here's what I did about it, right? I went to the gym, I readjusted my energy, my mindset, my vibes, I focused, I got calm, I took a shower, I had a protein shake, ate healthy, and then all of a sudden I took action. I went out there, I started prospecting, I was helping people for free, and then I landed a $2,500 a month client. So in the span of like 3.5 hours, I went from losing a client to landing a bigger client, right? And so that's an inspiring story, right? That's not me just airing my dirty laundry and saying, I lost a client, feel bad for me, right? That's not impressive as a leader. That doesn't make you look like a coach. What does make you look like a coach, and this is a true story, right? So make sure it is a true story. But what does is talking about how you have overcome your struggles, right? So overcome those bad days, overcome those difficult situations, because that's what leaders do. We all have problems, issues, struggles, but we figure out a way to go past it. We don't play the victim card. We go, okay, this is the situation. I'm gonna work through this, or I'm gonna strategically find a way around this obstacle. By posting that, again, 648 likes and 265 comments. And if you read these comments, they're absolutely insane. It says, I love that story, powerful lesson. So many people have thanked me and said, this is exactly what I needed to hear. They said, I love how you took action. You're such a leader. Excellent, good nuggets. Thanks for sharing this. Thank you so much. I needed to hear your words. Like, people are literally going, oh my gosh, I needed to hear this, right? And so this, right, all of a sudden, I got all these friend requests, and all these people are coming over and checking out my coaching programs and my things, and they go, this is the type of leader and the coach that I would want. But he's able to, overcome obstacles, and obviously he knows how to get clients and do different things. And so that is the number one mistake I see coaches making on social media, is they're airing out their dirty laundry. They're talking about how things are difficult, yada, 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 yada. And that really, what you really want to do is talk about how things were difficult for you, and then you overcame them, right? And that is a huge, just simple shift that makes a massive difference on whether or not people will actually buy from you and look and perceive you, right? And know that you're their coach. So this is super powerful because it is being vulnerable. I'm not saying, hey, I'm perfect, I've never lost a client or anything like that. I'm saying, hey, I lost a client because they brought their marketing in-house, but I didn't sit around and complain about it. I went and replaced that client within 3 hours. And so it's really, really powerful story, and people really appreciated hearing this because it was giving them inspiration that they wanted to hear. So I hope that training is helpful for you guys. That's just a small little things in your marketing, in your messaging, makes a massive difference. That's a small tweak but completely positions you differently. And so I wanted to share this because I've been seeing coaches out there recently airing their dirty laundry on Facebook and so forth, and I know that they're losing sales because of it. And so I wanted to share this with you guys so that you don't make that same mistake. So guys, I hope this training was helpful for you. If it was, smash the subscribe button or not. But otherwise, we have a ton of other videos on this channel that talk about how to get clients, how to choose a niche for your coaching business, and then how to scale to 6 to 7 figures systematically. And so if you're an online coach, or if you're an aspiring online coach, I think you'd absolutely love this channel. We'll link up in the description to some of our other videos that we think you'll really enjoy. Otherwise, hope you guys have an awesome day. Dino Gomez here. We'll catch you in the next training.